All right, we should be good to go. Unfortunately, no sign of the Knuckle Knight, so we're going to run it at 8 people. That's not bad. Right, first up on stream we have ViviMayoi versus Online 3001.
Yep.
Hello, hold on. Okay, there you go. All right, we're getting into it. I haven't seen
Yeah, we got the up
online.
and coming ViviMayoi, the winner of the previous one.
Yeah, online I haven't seen in a bit. I know he was at Combo Breaker. He did 4th, I think, so this is going to be pretty good.
On last year's, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there this year. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I had to process it. Yeah, already you have these huge combos from Vivi.
would be just one more big command grab. Yeah, there it is.
I feel the pain of the body scrap. Oh, okay. Just super in case online would dash into it. Always using that jump L as such a powerful pressure and combo starter.
Oh, dang, that was a pretty good cross-up. All right. Having a little trouble landing the command grab this time. Online seems to be making his movement a little harder to catch, but, you know, one wrong
Yep.
move.
Absolutely. Speak of which, because there were a lot more ground dashes, and I guess Vivi just adapted to that. Sitting on full meter gets him with the what's that called? Powered wrecker or capture device. Powered wrecker might be the Tarantula one.
Yeah, I know Tarantula's powered wrecker. Capture device is a little underwhelming. Ooh,
I think the anti-air like diagonal one is decent, and all the other ones are kind of meh. Still a much better round from online, so we'll see in the second match if they manage to adapt a little more. Or if it'll be the opposite and Vivi has downloaded.
yeah, it'll be interesting.
Nope.
Immediate jump, yeah, that could have been very scary. I'm not really sure what Tarantula's like strongest counter options are to this. I know that good catch. I know that air powered wrecker makes you strike invincible, but I don't think throw invincible.
I didn't even know about the strike invincibility. That's fun.
Yeah, I think it happens on recovery, not on as startup, but can be kind of useful. Oh,
Damage. And immediately the Giga Crush charges up to 60%. Some jump 2H from online has been managing to get some of these missiles. Tries to catch with the powered wrecker. And those missiles again, vertical gear, manages to block it though. That's not a move that does chip, at least. One of the few special moves that doesn't.
I guess missiles are part of like the game plan here for Tarantula, especially in this matchup. Charge cancel 2W. Ooh.
And that was with the full power gauge damage buff to basically half of Tarantula's health bar.
If she lands one,
deleted.
like, yeah, that's going to do it. Oh. They're bravely fighting here, but this can be very scary. Online really needs to find a couple big openings, but it's going to be difficult with this character, I think.
Really trying to hit him with a super. It is a cool animation. And that jump L. GG.
Tarantula jump L seems fairly large too. I wonder if it outranges the throw. If that's true, that would be pretty useful.
I doubt it. The throw is so huge. Jump L probably not. Maybe jump H, but I don't know how it manages the grabbable hitbox.
Yeah, but if you're doing that, if Vise is kind of in that air-to-air position, that might be tough because of the startup, right? Oh, I'm opening up Gracia, Boreas, and Ansel, and that is a Helion mirror, so this is going to be one, yeah.
We're here on time, then. FT2, and they're still at a single round has progressed.
Yeah,
so
it means
it's helicopter time.
We're going to see the full
I like
set.
The,
it just
the dive against the laser. But that dive a bit easier to punish. Ooh, dash L doesn't go into super though. Both of them Giga Crash. Not the best Giga Crush of the game. Nice grab there by RadiantAnsel. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like that. I like machine gun into the jump A.
Yeah, he's kind of got that. Just this matchup is not pleasant. Whoever gets the lead first is kind of taking it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because Helion just doesn't have any, like moves that will do chip to airborne opponents. At least not a safe or reliable way.
It's happening. We've reached the end game. Oh, good snipe.
Or have we? Oh, there it is. Nice grab to Helion's grab. Does quite a bit of damage. We're flying anti-air, but this laser is a normal move and it will not cause any chip. This dash L, just in the 2L, low attack on each of them. LL. Pew pew. Oh, this time Gracia gets the grab. Okay, okay. I see it.
All right, meter charge. That's a smart idea. This is going to be difficult, but not impossible for the character as long as Gracia can find like one, maybe two good openings, because it's like once
instead gets tagged with that laser.
Once he's forced to land, it can it can be pretty dangerous.
That was really smart from Gracia. Just immediate dash in, Giga Crush to get the unblockable from behind. Bit of a game of chicken there with who's going to press the projectile button between the one in the air and the one doing the laser from the ground. But since neither of these moves have any chip damage, whoever's in the lead is just advantaged to hold the guard. Which right now is Ansel, yeah, definitely more obviously. And the Giga Crush will take it.
He's just been the throw getter so far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is also Cyberbots. It's either the fastest or the slowest game. I'm immediately against Vivi.
It can happen to you, yeah. All right, I think I know who we're getting on stream. S91.
All right, do you want me to, I guess I should go into my match?
Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming I'll be in most of the other rounds, so unless I get taken out of top 4, then I will probably not come back. But if I'm not in top 4, then I'll come commentate top 4.
All right, take care.
Later.
The bracket's gonna look a little weird because I guess I forgot how FightKid handled people not checking in for Swiss, but you know, not a big deal. Also, hold on, there's a need to resize that. There we go. I had to set up the whole FightKid thing again. For some reason, the game capture that I had set up broke, so I had to do window capture from now on. Computers sometimes. And I just realized S91 has put me in a predicament again because we have another Helion mirror on the screen. But yeah, this is one of the stronger characters in the game, as you can probably surmise from watching him play and giving a lot of other characters trouble. Now, if this were like Vise, Reptos, or maybe Killer B versus Helion, it would be very different. Characters with an air throw can really give this guy trouble, but other characters might have a decent matchup against Helion. I think Swordsman isn't too bad against him either. Most characters have something that will at least do chip damage all the way up there, with the exception of like Fordy, Helion himself, and I'm trying to remember if there's anyone else. But some options are more shaky than others. You know, Swordsman has 421L, but you have to watch out for getting hit by JH from Helion's side. The bullets on JH are just one of its most defining tools. They come down at a really annoying angle where there's a lot of spots on screen where you will get tagged by it just because the bots tend to be pretty wide. But yeah, Helion himself doesn't have anything that'll reach up into the corner like that, so they can both find this stalemate situation pretty easily. RadiantAnsel pretty far up right now, but S91 kind of has the initiative here, and he's up around, so he's really looking to take this one, rather than have to play out another, 2 minutes or however long the Cyberbot's timer runs for. Oh, that's scary. Right. Not the best punish, but I'm not sure what else you could have done there. Maybe 5H. Oh, okay, good snipe. But you might have seen this early on the pre-stream call, but I do have Pride FGC coming up tomorrow at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be Sailor Moon S run by us in the community lab. It's going to be me joined by Juicy, probably more known from Puzzle Wednesday. If you all are familiar with that, I do talk about them on the stream from time to time. I think things have been going pretty well with the whole lab thing that I've got set up, although I think we're going to have to try and do more like casual streams and kind of, I don't want to say engagement farming, but I have to do something to put the server out there because I think things have changed a lot in the past couple of years with regards to FightKid, and I think people are feeling it. Like, there's been a real downturn in usage and people not really playing random games like this one. I mean, bots has some pretty dedicated players, but something like Karna's Revenge or, you know, Dankuga, which is something I really enjoyed, have kind of dried up. I think unless you're playing something like a Street Fighter game, KOF, or maybe Vampire Savior, you're going to have to come to Discord to look for matches. Right, S91's got this. I don't think there's any way for RadiantAnsel to open him up. Ooh, RadiantAnsel switching to Riot. I kind of get the vibe here. Yeah, this is a character that has a couple air specials that can put one of them, you know, the rushing arm can potentially poke at Helion in the air, and Riot has a really good time like setting up tick throws against this character. If you do like 5W from even like half screen, you can kind of dash up throw, and Helion will be hard pressed to do anything to escape that. But otherwise, I think this matchup might not be, you know, free for Riot. Okay, things are looking pretty good here. It's a couple hits of jump L though. Both these characters can also play the stalling game, which is pretty funny. Oh, that is going to get hit though. Nice. Very strong anti-air coming from S91. I think RadiantAnsel did make a strong choice in switching this matchup, but I think like 5W is kind of the secret weapon in this matchup specifically. Oh, the dig? Oh no, yeah, that move, it kind of sucks in any context. May have been a misinput, to be honest with you, but it bears repeating. Ooh, okay, catches him with a shining arm. Oh, that could have been a throw. Things are coming back, though. RadiantAnsel is definitely not out of this yet. Oh, that little bit of chip, too. This is not looking good. It's not anyone just looking for, like, a jab or something here. Oh, I like the idea, but S91 did not come in there, and so the shots will just blow up Giga Crush there. Well, that's true, MonsterKing. Although he can like negative edge Arm Ripper, which is a really weird thing that you can do with his character. Right, let me put up round 3. Okay, let me see what we get on stream. We'll have I think we can do TheMonstreKing versus Mileto, and then everyone else can play their matches. Cool, everyone's playing already. Right, now this is a fun matchup. We have Killer B and Fordy. Both of these characters very strong offensively. You can kind of play like Runaway with Killer B just because it's so fast, and you know, Air Mine, it will fly at this really annoying angle to deal with, but doesn't do chip, so Killer B kind of wants to have a lead before doing that. As it is though, yeah, both of these characters kind of rushing in on each other can do very strong high-low mix-ups, and Uses projectiles mostly as like a cover to get in rather than like zoning proper. Oh, slightly mistimes the sword there. Probably had to hold it a tiny bit more. I think that does auto time on some like knockdown situations. Okay, jumping to get out of the corner there. Ah, missed tech, unfortunately. And these characters have pretty low defense. I think Killer B is the lowest at like 119 times damage, so takes nearly 20% extra damage to begin with. I think Fordy is like 1.12, something like that. Ooh, okay, target combo does a chunk of damage there. I like to compare these characters to like Milia and Chip from Guilty Gear, although sometimes I'm really not sure who is who. I like to say that like Killer B is Milia, but yeah, definitely a very exaggerated like fragile speedster type character that you really was really new to fighting games at the moment. In 1995, you know, just after stuff like Darkstalkers and X-Men Children of the Atom. Right? Gets the knockdown, push to the corner, but it's very easy for these characters to escape just because of their fast movement. But good missiles. Mileto just trying to use these missiles to pin TheMonstreKing down and find some sort of opening. Big OTG damage there. Okay, one more hit's gonna do it, and you know even chip damage is on the table from that charged killer laser or burst. Ooh, a good choice to use Giga Crush right there. It takes up a lot of space to prevent Fordy from flying around. Oh man, we're right back in there. Yeah. That heavy ender is pretty safe on block, I guess. And Fordy especially, like, is a pretty short range character, can have trouble punishing stuff compared to other characters. Oh, that was a really good cross up there. Nice. So far using the follow-up drill there, kind of a beast cannon thing. Unfortunate though, gets pinned in the corner and has to hold the high-low from this character, Fordy. Killer B with a damage buff though, things can kind of go down quick. I think TheMonstreKing may have to slow down a bit on the killer drills. Alright, not quite able to punish flash kick. I say flash kick, but it's really DP. Wonder if it could be worthwhile to use like grounded mine shoot into killer sword, just as a kind of way to occupy space and prevent Fordy from running in against this character. Oh, the mine rolls really fast off screen. I had no idea where that went. Right. Both these players trying to fight for an opening here, just kind of dancing around each other right now. Oh, J2H. That does a good chunk of damage. TheMonstreKing's right. That move is pretty clutch for this character. Alright. Time is starting to dwindle, so one of these guys needs to land a good clean hit. Otherwise, TheMonstreKing is running away with it. I know we got to be careful about the drills, though. I think this is... Oh, evened it up and then gets the OTG for the kill. Yeah, let it out. All right. Yeah, you do have the option of mashing tech in order to land that, mashing boost rather in order to land the tech. The game won't lock you out, although because it's a 4-frame window, it can be kind of tricky if you're not mashing fast. Oh, Fordy unarmed right now. This kind of limits the character, although I don't think it... Yeah, it doesn't take away DP. So for the most part, I think the thing you lose is like your grounded target combo, which does knock down. It can be useful, but otherwise, Fordy can... It's probably one of the characters who can play best unarmed. You lose access to throw as well, but honestly, the high-low game from this character and like using missiles to kind of trap and control space is None of that requires throw expressly. Right? Both of these two just neck and neck right now. MonsterKing charges and loses arm, but he gets it back right away. Oh, putting the mine on the ground there and flying away to prevent Mileto from seeing it. And just flying around at the perfect height here to mess with this character. Because, yeah, Fordy can't really do anything except heavy DP if you're, like, more than halfway up. And if you're all the way up, he really can't do anything. Yeah. Speaking of throws, though, I wonder if tick throws would be doing more dividends here for MonsterKing. I feel like he adds up in situations fairly often where you kind of, you know, Fordy is ready to block after something like J2H, but, you know, Killer B can't quite high-low as fast as Fordy because your boost downwards as the hover model is a little bit slower. Man, there was too much going on there. Mileto ends up getting Arm Ripper in order to take the game. The round, rather. Right? Catches the air throw on the jump. Acts on a bit of extra chip. Yeah, lots of time on the board, so MonsterKing can kind of try and poke his way and, you know, find a good opening into Mileto here. And again, these characters can do a lot of damage quickly. Oh, Bull Drill. Okay, gets the OTG throw. This is kind of, yeah. Missiles soar right over that laser. And Mileto is going to take that 2-1. Okay, I think for stream I'll get ViviMayoi and Gracia Borealis. Let me just update. Okay, we got another very interesting matchup, Lightning versus Vise. I feel like this one is going to be a little tough for Lightning, especially because Vivi is a good player, but I feel like when it comes down to it, Lightning can kind of force the issue against a lot of characters. You do have to be careful, though. Main thing is his neutral is a little weird. You kind of have to try and work your way into close range, and usually I'll use missiles to kind of fill in the gaps in that neutral, because Lightning does not have, like, his heavies are long range but very slow. Specials are a very high commitment as well. So you mainly want to use missiles in order to shore up, like, gaps in your neutral where, you know, your light attacks won't hit. Or you want to do, like, triangle dash, jump L. That's usually a good one. The damage does really stack up from Lightning, though. And yeah, it can be hard to punish that rolling gear on block because he bounces up and there is no landing recovery on that move. You're always airborne and you can block once you land. So you have to probably sweep it or something and accept that airborne punish. Oh, chip? Yeah, that's going to be a chip kill. Lightning Super is pretty useful, honestly. It's very invincible, and you can combo into it from boost L and H. But, oh, big combo coming out from Vivi, and with that, damage bonus, that's going to do a ton of damage. I feel like Vise might be able to air command grab that move on block. Though Vivi does not need any help in this matchup. Oh, that didn't kill. Oh, just boosts and runs right into the missiles, unfortunately. Okay. Trying to anti-air. There we go. 2-2L fires off. Oh, alright. Vivi kind of putting Gracie in the blender right now. This is going to be hard to come back from. Okay, gets a throw. Okay, well, yeah. You can block, but you can't do much to avoid command grab there either, I guess. Okay, yeah. The ball's in Vivi's court right now. And it's really scary to try and use Lightning 2-3-6 against Vise, because if you miss, Vise is getting in, and you don't want that. They're both kind of having a little trouble here, but oh. Okay, well that's a little awkward, but okay. Gracia might be in this. Oh yeah, eats the missiles again. That's rough. That is going to be 2-0 for Vivi. And Melody versus S91. Let's see where we're at with this one. No, the fog is coming. Unfortunate, but this character can be fucked up. But I think he's one of the harder characters to play effectively. Not necessarily because of execution, just because you have to be careful. And you have to rely on missile and neutral, which means you might not have it for setups depending on how the things are going. S91 on Jackal right now is looking quite dominant here. Oh, yeah, picks up the combo from all the way down there. Little laser sweep is a pretty nice move. Can be kind of hard to use because of all that startup, but it's free chip and potential combo. So that brings it all together. That's going to be 2-0 for S91. And so ends the group stage. Let's look at the finals right now. Give me 1 second to get this all set up. All right, this is going to be a double elimination stage. We're going to start with S91 versus Mileto. And I want to make sure people know this part is first to 2. Only finals will be first to 3. Yep, it's Brazil time. All right, here we go. We finally see the S91 Reptos. He always likes to hide this character until he really needs it, so this is going to be a fun one. Oh, that Oki there too, that's fucked up. All right. Yeah, this is looking like S91's game, but Fordy as a character can bring it back. Nah, dang, defensive throw. Very strong option in this game as well. And JL from Reptos kind of dominates in this matchup. And yeah, the damage just stacks up so quickly. It can be pretty hard to feel comfortable as Fordy in this matchup. Just like that, S91 up a game already. All right, things are heating up here. Fordy with an early lead right now. He has to work to maintain it, but yeah, the football match. That was really good. If anyone hasn't seen the little image they made for EVO Japan, where they've got Reptos kicking 40 in ball form against Riot in the goal, that's really good. I would love to go to Japan one day. That'll probably be a few years down the line. I need to save up money, but definitely a goal of mine. Oh, Mileto fighting very hard on that last sliver of life, though. I gotta give it up. That was very cool of him. Yeah, it's a very tough position for Fordy as a character with like very short buttons against Reptos. Reptos' whole thing is, rushing at you with Violent Wind there, that's -1 on block, and often spaces him out of, most of Fordy's moves here. It can be otherwise pretty hard to win against him in neutral between his missiles and jump L. Seeing S91 use all this character's good tools here, but they are very close in life. One good hit from Mileto could turn this around. Oh, that not quite. Ah, man. Frame chats him with jabs anyway, and that's going to be it. 2-0 for S91. But yeah, you can see why S91 is the favorite to win once again. All right, next up, Vivi versus RadiantAnsel. It's been a while since I've seen Ansel on against our players, but he was at Japan. He was at EVO Japan, and he did pretty well. And I'm sure he's learned a lot from visiting and playing with people. So this is also first to 2. Okay, something's happening. Drew. Honestly, I'm not sure what to make of the Vice matchups. Whether either Helion or Riot has a better time. Helion's probably a bit safer in the matchup, but one wrong move can be a command grab, and well, you know. Oh my god, the combos too. Sometimes the strike part is just as dangerous as the throw. I think in a lot of other games you wouldn't be as scared to be hit by the grappler as much as command grabbed, but in this game it's very different. If he gets a clean grounded hit, Vice can do so much damage to you. Oh, that could have been it. Alright, we're still in this one. Oh, I don't know what side that hit on. That's crazy. Right. Maybe taking a moment to figure out what to do here. Oh, very smart Giga Crush there to catch the dive there. Dive is kind of a weird move. Does have a bit of a tell on startup if you're used to looking for it. They can kind of mix it up with JL. Missiles there coming in the clutch. And yeah, as a first to two with this character can be over very quickly. Okay, we are right back onto Helion. Everything's going forth as planned. We'll see what RadiantAnsel is able to do differently in this match. Honestly, I'm not sure if Vice missiles destroy things as much as they kind of curve around them. Missiles are so small they can be hard to hit, but maybe I'll have to do some testing. I don't think I ever fully documented like the projectile levels because that's a thing that I think only I've really looked at. Oh my god. That combo is stunning every time it hits. I mean, 12 hits, it's a... You wouldn't expect a grappler to have a 12-hit combo. But yeah, for some reason there's no like Japanese resource on the projectile levels. I guess that's not something people generally think about. But, you know, certain projectiles can beat each other head on. Ooh, scores a knockdown there with vertical gears. Okay, we're still in this. Oh, the laser sweep catching. This is going to be difficult, though. Oh, that could have been the throw. I actually don't know who wins this one on timeout. Oh, oh, that was so close. All right, Ansel is still in this. Although it can be pretty scary trying to pressure Vice. Yeah, that might have been a cross-up. Oh, super. Okay, right now, things are looking really good for Ansel, although Vivi only really needs to land a command grab to get things going. Oh, is 5H really the answer in this matchup? That's nuts. Okay, maybe not. We're in. Not quite. Oh, Vice with a damage buff as well. All it takes is one. Ansel is playing a really good runaway game here, but oh, tags Vivi with the low, and that's going to be 1-1. Oh, dude, the homing on those is insane. Again, Helion does have decent defense, though. It looks like two of those is not quite half health, which is bit more bulky than other characters. I think the defense is like where the two bosses are kind of privileged. I think if, you know, if Helion and Super 8 had lower health or even average health, it would be a pretty different story. Right, we're both all the way charged up. Missiles though, yep. I think for Vise, having Giga Crush on deck is a bit better than Helion, but both of these characters don't have like a crazy benefit from having meter aside from the damage buff. I was pretty sure Gates also had just one times health multiplier. He has most of the same stats as Bloaty, 2 boosts, pretty similar movement speed. Things are looking very good for Ansel right now, but one combo there nearly evens it up. This character is sometimes, man. Alright, we're just looking for that one body scrap. Can they find it? Oh, tags the back boost with 2L. So yeah, that's what TheMonstreKing has been telling people about how good Helion's normals are, and it is being proven here in this matchup. I felt like this was going to be pretty solidly in Vivi's favor, and I mean right now it is, but this match has been really swinging back and forth. Okay, well, we were both wrong. Yeah, Vise taking 88% of damage. Very good for the character. Right? Air block into JL there. Dang, any like missiles, yeah, just that's going to go through. I wonder if maybe just like the sheer number of hitboxes is going to like cause those to ignore physical hitboxes, including the laser. Laser is not a projectile despite its looks. Same thing applies to Golden Flamethrower. Those are both normal hitboxes. 2-1 though, what a good set. I think that was a pretty good showcase of how you can potentially fight against Helion with this character. All right, we're going to do winners finals right now to give people a break. That is going to be first to 3. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is going to be a good one. We've got S91 on Reptos, Vivi on Vise. I believe these two also played Grand Finals last tournament, so we'll see what happens. Oh god, double fatality dunks. Oh, what a setup. I don't think he did that on purpose, but that was messed up. I gotta clip that. I'm gonna forget about it otherwise. Okay, thank you, Nightbot, for doing your job. Had a bit of trouble with Nightbot lately, just on account of setting up a new channel on the community lab, which I've been talking about. Well, this is a... Oh, nice. It's the air-to-ground fatality dunk. That is essential for learning how to play Reptos. Okay, Vivi takes one. Yeah, just both deciding to spend their meter on Giga Crush there. And honestly, these characters are pretty good ones. Vise is, not the best, but I think just having the option defensively on a grappler that can do pretty good damage is always going to be scary. And Reptos has probably one of the best ones of the game. Just reaches real high, has good range, and you'll use it just in a lot of situations as this character. Oh, going for these air block strings as well. And the way Violent Wind pops them up, looks like he was trying to set up for a Fatality Dunk there as well. Nice. I think gets to run under Giga Crush there in the corner, which is kind of surprising. S91 is definitely the player to watch in this game. Vivi is a strong player though, and I mean, she won the last tournament. Might have been a player one slot advantage. That's true. That's true. Player one does have some exclusive corner cross-up nonsense going on. Oh, okay. We're trying to lay on the pressure here. Yeah, Vise being so large and having only one boost makes it a little hard to get out of the corner compared to a lot of characters. Right, sweep. Lands a very late J2H that could have gone for a OTG. Yeah, I think corner cross-ups are fun too, definitely. But it's just a weird factor. Ooh. And it's just to chop the arm there with Giga Crush. And Vivi gets hit by laser. I think maybe was trying to boost in to try and avoid that situation. But yeah, if the right range of that satellite force is used, then you can't really do much but block. I wonder if you can avoid like some of the chip by guard cancel, like up backing. Probably not. I think it's too active for that to be of any help. Oh, trying to use missiles on the way down to try and pick something up. I like the idea there from Vivi, but yeah, Violent Wind is just going to snuff that out. Things are looking very dicey here. Oh, the throw. Okay, we're still in this. Yeah, Vivi is just kind of flying in, trying to test S91's habits and look for that body scrap. And honestly, getting one is probably going to turn things around here. It won't kill straight away, but having the momentum, unfortunately, S91 is, keeping that wind behind his sails here and is going to take the second game. And yeah, we are here in Winners Final. We are locked in. No sign of a character switch, so we're right back in here with Reptos versus Vise. Vivi has been coming very close here. It's just been like the offensive momentum coming from S91 has been just too much to handle sometimes. It's just very easy to get knocked down, to get like command grabbed or something by Reptos once and end up on the back foot, which is just very tough, especially for Vise to deal with. And I think it's pretty fair that Vise is kind of weak defensively, all things considered. Okay, good punish. Nice, good Giga Crush coming out from Vivi. I think like the strat for Vivi might be to like charge up meter when there's an opening, just to try and make sure you have that option on deck sooner. Yeah, that's true. 2 and 4. I think both versions, 2 and 4 L and H, are frame 1, but they have very short range. If you're respecting Vise at all, you're pretty much going to be able to avoid that. I think abusing that move is kind of Mibeador's thing when he was actively playing this. Okay, trying to use Satellite Force to set up these walls. Ooh, good combo coming out from Vivi, and that is one game on the board. Oh, big body's gonna have to start it off. Thank you, TheMonstreKing, for the help. I think people are, very absorbed in the game and forgetting to clip, and I don't blame them, but I've noticed shorts do pretty good on YouTube, even though I'm not like a fan of them. So if people clip stuff, I'll probably try and upload it to YouTube as well. Just see how that works out. Oh, okay, blocks the corner cross up though. Oh, spends a Giga Crush. Unfortunately does not connect with anything. This is kind of scary. Oh, and S91 gets the throw. Okay. This could be S91's win right now. Oh, we're scrambling here, trying to get the grab. Oh, what? That was a weird setup. And S91 couldn't really move out of the way of that either because the missiles were curving around. That's wild. Oh, throw? Disarmed as well. Oh, this is scary. A lot of potential for the chip out here as well. Oh, oh man. Defensive light throw taking it. That's a little unfortunate, but well played all around. S91 is going to take that 3-1. All right, next up, Mileto versus RadiantAnsel. Oh, there we go. This will be first to 2 again. And then losers finals will be first to 3. Mexico to Brazil should be a good connection. I don't know if it's much better than Canada. Oh yeah, Reptos height. Maybe a kind of Hugo. I noticed this a lot. There's a tournament coming up for Third Strike that a bunch of my friends are entering because it's a VTuber exclusive tournament, and a lot of people are falling for the trick where they try to hit a like jump heavy kick against Hugo, but because he's so tall, they land and he'll command grab them. Okay, I finally got in. Had a Guru meditation error, unfortunately. We're seeing Swordsman against Helion. Mileto is a pretty good swordsman. Not his main character, but he can do stuff. Although, yeah, I guess Swordsman's problem is his mobility is kind of weak. Misses the OTG timing there. It's rare, but it can happen where if you hit the J2H a little late, it won't combo into 2 free 6. S91 can be comboed on some things. True. But yeah, okay. This is looking a lot better for Mileto right now. I think finding your footing against Helion in this matchup can be kind of tricky because you really don't want to put yourself like in the line of fire of JH. Oh, true. Okay, Bloxy Super. I actually don't think you can punish Super on block. You'll probably force a guard cancel. I'm surprised that Helion was able to block there. I guess JH really has low recovery. Once I get around to doing this character's frame data, I'm probably going to be really upset. Ouch. Yeah, that's JH. I'm scared of S92. Real. but I think they perfected it with the current model. I don't think we need more. All right, what do we have going on? Right, lands a big JH there. And, you know, having the trap down is kind of useful. I mean, it does prevent Helion from moving too much on the ground, which is kind of what you want. You want to have this character grounded. You want to be able to throw him or, you know, set up for cross-ups and stuff. Yeah, like that right there kind of created an opening for Mileto. If he can, you know, keep this up and be careful not to, like, fire off a 4-2-1L in JH's line of fire, then he can, you know, bring this together. The other thing is, Swordsman has one button, 5L, that is pretty much better than anything Helion's got on the ground, except for, I guess, half circle back L. That's something you got to watch out for as well. Gets a throw. Oh, tries the punish a little too early. Was probably looking for 2H punish, maybe boost H as well. Oh, the damage here is just racking up so quickly. This could be it for Mileto. Oh, okay, gets a combo. That's nice. That is a good chunk of damage, which might be able to bring things together. But yeah, you can see how the dive is very punishable. He goes all the way to the other side of the screen, and you can just boost up and land a jump in combo. Oh yeah, you want to be careful here. Ah, that's too bad. Mileto trying an interesting character sort of counterpick, because obviously Fordy into Helion is not good, and I do like it. You know, in some areas it paid off. It just couldn't quite come together for the win. RadiantAnsel is advancing to a fight against Vivi now. Yeah, we're going to get to see Vise versus Helion again. Alright, going for the grab right after missiles. Yeah, there's so many points where Vise can mix up what option he's going for, and that is very hard to fight against unless you can get like guard cancel jump right away. You really have to deal with all that. Oh, lands some meaty missiles there. Yeah, Vivi has been very good at firing those missiles just below jump height as she's going down in order to kind of land quickly and follow up. And having those missiles on screen for pressure is valuable to Vise. Okay, things are looking very good for Ansel right now, though. And it's the lead is gone. Okay, 5H. That move does seem very annoying for Vise to deal with, but obviously Vivi has countered it before in the matchup and is now a little more ready to navigate around it. The main thing is like that move has so much startup that if you're kind of jumping in at the right range, you can probably hit Helion before that comes out. Yeah, I think right now the way Ansel is going in is it's not doing damage, but it is kind of stalling for time while also putting pressure on and potentially setting up for a tick throw like that. And sometimes spending the match behind and getting that lead just at the end is all you need. And yeah, JL can also be an option to kind of fast fall effectively. Oh, that's going to be so much damage. Not enough for the kill, but yeah, you know, ball is in Vivi's court right now. All it takes is one more hit. Gotta block that out. Oh, the sweep probably would have killed here, but that's not going to be enough anyway. Okay, the Riot switch once again. And yeah, you know, I don't know if this matchup particularly favors Riot, but it's interesting to see the character switch just for comfort and to potentially throw things off. Right? Big rolling gears or whatever exactly that move is called. I think it's called like E-pressure or something. Okay. Vise gets in, gets a regular throw this time. And JL. Oh, instant body scrap. Yeah, it's tough. That's kind of a 50-50 on round start almost. I feel like a proper like grounded boost will probably get you away, but the timing must be very tight. All right, we are trying to poke here with the Riot arm swing, whatever it's called. Ooh. And that was a quick game that's going to be 2-0 for ViviMayoi. We'll see here if Ansel's going to switch back to Helion or maybe pick someone else. Okay, yeah, we're back onto Helion. Okay, right, things are looking very even right now at the start. And the crazy thing is that you really can't feel safe on a lead in this matchup. Helion is forced to be very active compared to in most matchups. Vise with absolutely no health, but Helion does not have good chip options either, so... Oh, and I thought that was a trade, but it looks like just Helion got the hit. And yeah, you know, sometimes that's what it comes down to. Yeah, Vivi is absolutely in this right now. Okay, both of them just kind of firing at each other, hoping to get the hit. Oh, there it is. Right. Ansel is up pretty far right now, but that doesn't mean anything against Vise. Okay, yeah, that's the start. Against the Giga Crush OTG as well. We are dead even right now. One more body scrap is definitely going to kill here. Lands a full combo from JL, or yeah, JL as well. And there you have it. ViviMayoi taking another tournament, or taking losers finals. Sorry, I got ahead of myself here. It's going to be losers finals 3-0. Well, let's get on with it. Yeah, man, it is crazy seeing HO VODs from only 10 years ago where they were playing Warlock. Okay, and we're on. Okay, here we go. We know both of these characters well. Oh, this is already a very bad situation for Vivi. Gets the arm back. And just in time to land body scrap. God, how scary it is to play against S91. Okay, we got a lot of stuff happening here from S91. Once again pulls in with an early lead. Okay, L throw. He's very good at getting a few mashes out of that move no matter what. Alright, putting on the pressure, gets that air command grab. He's probably looking to get some chip damage. Yeah, there it is. That is the one thing you can do with a risky nail there. If you're down to like just the 1-2 points of chip there, you can use it to chip out without having as much startup as Satellite Force. Oh, both of them probably trying to go for the command grab. Vivi wins it. Nice, big combo. You can probably tell that Vivi is a Melty Blood player. I think being able to confirm off that hit so effectively is something that separates like anime players from people who are kind of playing this game coming from maybe a Street Fighter or some other more grounded game. And keeping track of like whether they are on the ground or in the air is really important in this game because you can't really juggle people in this game. As I try to explain that though, S91 again just landing a few command grabs to, put the game under his belt. Yeah, S91 is absolutely on the ball. Really good choice there to use laser in order to counter Giga Crush. Oh, good punish. And they're perfect too. Wow, yeah, S91 is looking very strong here. This might be his tournament. I'm absolutely not counting Vivi out though. I'm pretty sure the exact opposite of this happened, last time, so. It's certainly possible for Vivi to turn this around here. Okay, there's a combo. And Giga Crush coming from S91. Ooh, I saw the missiles there, yeah. Violent Wind, a very good option. Again, it's hard to overstate like how much space it covers quickly, and if you're trying to fire any projectiles defensively, you have to be careful that you're not right in that line of sight. Oh, nice. Catching the jump there. Very good choice there. Although I guess you do OS with JL if you do 623L, so at that point, yeah, it's kind of hard for you to escape. Oh, Vivi taking a lot of hits here in the confusion. It gets out of the corner. This could be the opportunity, but again, S91 is a very good spot. Chip damage, a real threat here. Oh, that drop. Oh no. Things just did not quite come together there. That was really tough, but both of these players are so good, and that's going to be GG's. S91 wins it 3-0. Well, that's going to end the tournament. I'm going to look for someone to raid, but thank you all so much for coming. And I will remind you all, I'm doing Pride FGC tomorrow. That's going to be Sailor Moon S at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can still register for that and other games coming up, so do check that out. Who do I know who's streaming? I guess I can do Bad Game Hall of Fame. They have Bushido Blade on right now, which is pretty fun. Yeah, that seems like a good option. I do like these guys and their their write-ups and the way they approach games because they're pretty honest about stuff. They're not just haters. So y'all have fun and see you for the next Cyberbots Monthly.